So apparently another matchmaking service have decided to kick the buckets and call it quits on these women. And we're talking about no other April Mason, a dating matchmaking coach based out of Atlanta. As you can see here, her reason is because, we guess it, women's unrealistic expectations. Is that something new? But hey, April is not hurting for money, connections following. I mean, if you look at her page here, she has over 52,000 followers. I mean, she's based off of Atlanta, so, and she's very business minded. She's very entrepreneurial. So she's all right. She's good, but if she's quitting just like Rebecca Lynn Pope, who I think did this last year, it goes to show that modern women are difficult to deal with. It goes on to say here, as she says here in her post, after 10 years of helping women in this era, it's time to move on. I have had dozens of success stories from women who now married, engaged, or dating high caliber men. My track record speaks for itself. So obviously, she has something going on. I mean, she's good looking herself. I'll give me credit. Give her credit for that. To say this. However, the majority that come to me have unrealistic expectations. The selfishness, fake everything, think they should be chosen because they have a vagina and good looks. The entitlement just mean not knowing the difference between being a woman and a wise woman. I will fight you to be strong, not knowing how to be versus do, thinking feminine woman is weak or pick me, whatever that is, placing the blame, not taking responsibility or accountability for the choices they made in men. And this is so true. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Look at these modern day westernized women. It's as if they expect you're supposed to give them, the traditional things like chivalry, open the door, pay for dinner. At the same point, they should be independent. They can make their own decisions. It doesn't work that way. This fakeness she's talking about, which is true, fake everything, the fake nails, eyelashes, like, I don't know if guys realize this, that when women put on makeup, at least in my point of view, you're saying to me you're not okay with your skin. You're trying to enhance yourself. You're lying. To me, you're saying you're lying to me because you don't want to show essentially your true self. Why do that? And I've come to learn this out. They're actually selfish, very selfish. Like, if a woman, when it comes to a male or female, realize women think that you are supposed to, they're going to give you what they think is okay, but they're going to expect that they don't have to. They don't want to reciprocate, which is very, 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 very evident nowadays in these modern women. Oh yeah, I can work too, so I have a job too, so that don't make anything. Don't make a difference. Chicks who literally want you to actually, if you live together, I recommend guys don't do. It's not necessary unless you're married. Don't do it. A lot of problems. They want you to pay the rent. Yes, so give them attention, and they keep their money. Ain't that crazy? And she put it on that. She nailed it on that. She says they don't take responsibility and accountability for the choices they made in men. This is hitting a lot of women. It doesn't matter, black, white, whatever. They're going after the alpha dude, the guy that's 6 feet over. He looks very good, handsome, chitter chest, the athletes, entertainers, and they know that these dudes have their baggage and their issues. They actually know this. And then when the guy does his foolishness, right? Cheats on her, rob her or do whatever. Guess what? She start to lambast the guy, the world, and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm being misused." Well, you chose him. It's like the lawyer that was shot recently in Atlanta. Like, you're a lawyer. What are you doing with the fuck? You expect him to change him just like that? It's not that easy, girl. Come on. Now, she says that being disagreeable, defensive, argumentative about everything, always finding something to nitpick about, looking for perfection. If you mention anything about doing something kind for the man, they choose the. It's the what is it going to do for me, and the list goes on. It's like, hold on, I thought this, and I like this. Isn't this supposed to be equal? Don't we live in a quote unquote equal society? It's equitable. It's 50-50. I had to argue with my mom recently about this. Like, I keep telling her, look, in a relationship, there's no such thing as 50-50. Because biologically, physiologically, psychology, it's how women and men think. Women will not date a guy that acts feminine. If a woman starts to lose respect for you, she doesn't love you. If you're not in your masculine energy, you're crying, you're always complaining, she won't like you. There's a big difference, all right? And when she says that being disagreeable, defensive, this is something that I've struggled with a lot of women. Why sometimes, once I spot a woman that feels like she always has to have some sort of, let me see, opinion of something. She can't let you lead. I'm gonna drop her. It's just not wasted energy. It's just not. It's like you're gonna have problems if you start to have a woman. I'm not saying a woman shouldn't voice her opinion, but at the end of the day, if you gotta say, it's like always a fight. And women don't realize this. If a guy feels like he's dealing with another guy, he's eventually going to walk away. When a woman is too defensive, she's sort of emasculating a guy. And a lot of this type of I gotta be defensive argument is due to, again, the femme movement. The woman like push like I'm independent, strong. Well, the catch is guys aren't necessarily vying for that, so you're on the losing end. Alright? Looking for perfection, which is true. Too much. Again, a guy has to have this height. He has to be in this entertainment. He has to make a certain amount of money. He has to have a certain status. Know this person. Live here. And if he doesn't have it, well, too bad. Don't make the cut. Men have the standards too. But at the end of the day, it's malleable. They will shave off a few. They'll bend. I'll be honest. We will bend. But it's crazy. She says, no, this doesn't excuse a man's behavior. A lot of men think because they are high earning, it makes them a high value man. Not, which is true. A lot of dudes think, I mean, let's be frank here. There's a ton of rappers, they have some money, and think they're high, they got this money, they're high value. That's not true. Look at WAP. Look at some of these rappers nowadays. This is going to jail. You know, and I think men need to realize your money doesn't necessarily mean that you're a person of integrity, good reputation, and that women overall will be with you. It doesn't guarantee you that. It's much more than that. It's that energy. It's that character. Do you have these values? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like this lady quite a bit. You know, I see her again. To Rebecca Lynn Pope, women's expectations are too high. She's going to say, I have just made my contribution and impact in this area for decades to come. I have over 50 courses that women who may need help in this area can rent or buy on aprilondemand.com, link in the buy, stuff like that. So, you know, the lady is showing that, hey, deal with if she's a chick, if she's a woman, and she can't deal with them, how much more for guys? Imagine. Josh golly. I mean, I imagine there's some dude. It's crazy. I mean, society have given women a lot of leeway, hence why they can do this stuff. Let's be honest. I mean, a woman can legitimately, right now, if she just decides, you know what, I don't like you, I'm going to break up with you, I'm going to cause a trouble. She just calls the police and say, hey, this my boyfriend or husband tried to hurt me, and that's it. You're in jail. So, you know, I'm saying, guys, date women. This is their nature. Nothing wrong with them per se. You know, we all have our issues. You just have to be aware and just be cautious. You can get married, of course. I'm not against marriage. It's just avoid the very crazy, high demanding, I must have it my way, like I'm better than you. Those type of women you avoid. All right. as much as possible. But that's my piece. Please like and subscribe. Until then, bless.